The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the game. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Running back searching for a hole. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Got it in the middle, it's Hale. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Alabama pushing the tempo. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, if you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get any touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Finds his tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Gets rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally.
And he breaks into the open. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. The kickoff team out there getting set. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. Takes the easy completion. They get him down after he makes the catch. That last completion sets him up on second down. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
Man, let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of down.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Looking downfield, it's Orji. Flips it out to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on third down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They'll leave it with him. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. To the air, it's Orji. Flushed out of the pocket. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Almost took it all the way there, but it's... gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Skips away from pressure. They get to him as he throws. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Orji. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll let one go down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. Bringing it back, it's Adams. Makes a move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking for a man. It's Orchie. They're trying to get to it. He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And the ball is picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Going up top on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. They'll run play action. On the run, still looking. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you can tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They want to run this quarterback. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He'll take it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown tie. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his...
Can't hang on. He muffs it. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? First down for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
5 receivers across the formation. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He wants to throw. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Hall. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
He'll try to do it himself. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wiggles free. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
You got to keep chasing and keep defending. When you got scrambling QBs that get outside the pocket, you got to keep defending down the field and keep coverage on the wide receivers. And good job with pursuit drill, running them down, making them run out of bounds, and that counts in the record books for a sack. Give me one of those, please.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
That is no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range.
Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. He locked up and held on to bring him down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Looking for a productive play on first down.
29 Philly.
Now they'll try the right side.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Orji. Quarterback now breaking the field. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Yeah, and linebackers have to do a really good job of playing the run, but you could see sitting back in cover 2, understanding I got to get in my zone, get my eyes on the QB, break on the football. Nice play by that linebacker, nice pick.
Fires to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
He'll toss it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. They'll try to run for it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama. In other schools around the country, Slippery Rock, 75.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Leaves it with the running back. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
To the air. It's Orji. Steps away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just when they're looking run, now up top. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out next week.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Alabama quickly back to the line. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Got a man. It's Hale. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Got the quick pass. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Tide with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Looking for a huge play. It's caught. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Bama! And the pummeling has started. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions, and just carving this defense up.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Orji. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to get rid of it. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And he muffs it, a loose football. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. One final play before the end of the quarter. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Getting some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 42, Michigan 7.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Fires downfield. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Touchdown, Michigan! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then...
Afterburner's coming. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Wants to throw on first down. The quick out. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Offense, quick tempo. On second down, looking to throw. He'll let it go down the right side. Touchdown, Alabama! And the route is on. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down coming up. Looking for a man. It's Orji. It's complete on the right side. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Third down play from the gun. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And here's the third interception of the night. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense.
Moves.
Quarterback keeps it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback will keep it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. This is a designed run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Alabama quickly back to the line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
This is so Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
It's hard to imagine that that's his first catch of this game so far. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, and they knew if they were going to win this game, he had to touch it a lot. They had to get him involved. They haven't been able to do that. That's a big reason why they're trailing by so much.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Brings up second down.
Flip it. Check.
The give to the left side. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Fire. Slide 22. Slide 22.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's going to take off. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Well, you could tell the QB, he drops back and he wants to throw the football. He wants to push it downfield, try to get the first down. Couldn't do it. Nobody was open, couldn't find anybody, took off to scramble. Great job by the defense reacting to it, getting him on the ground, stopping him short of the first down.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Got it past the marker. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Timber! Timber! Razor! Razor!
To the air, it's Orji. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
49, Michigan 21.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. A first down for the offense.
691, hands far.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. Trying to find his man on first down. He's going for it all. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message for the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really important.
Welcome, everyone, to the College Football Playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the College Football Playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. That strong coverage that will tackle him at the 11-yard line. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down right at the 20.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll toss it to the right side. Good enough for first down yardage.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball in the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
A completion makes it second and medium. Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Try and muscle for the first down. Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him the third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Nice grab. It's Williams.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Completion makes it second and short. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Eludes a tackle. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
And this is exactly how they wanted to start when they opened up this game, especially on the road. It's a really well-blocked play. Pick up a good chunk of yards, And if you're the offensive line, this is what you've talked about all week in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control of things up front. They give their running back.
Oh, a sack. The senior on his defense making a big play.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
The pocket breaking down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Toss it to the back, running left. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. The Tigers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. It's a toss to the left side. He'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
And the Tigers will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Play action here on 1st down. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. To throw, it's Klubnik. Looking to the end zone. The pass is intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
This is the worst thing this offense could imagine, is turning the football over in a playoff game on the road. Already an underdog, and I love the aggressive mindset to put the ball in the air and be confident in who you are. But you just can't turn it over on this big of a stage like that this early in the game.
The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. While taking his shot on the very first play. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Finds his target, and it's complete. Breaks a tackle on the play, and makes a decent gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Just trucks the man. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
He's running out of time here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Klubnik. Defense is coming after him. And the pass ball is incomplete as time expires in the first quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Texas.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he gets it out to the 28, tackled right there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage. And
they got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, Chris, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
They'll kick it away here. Bringing it back, it's Brown. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And the sophomores got him for a sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. The pass rush closing in. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. The Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. On the run here, lets it go. And he dumps it off to the tight end. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. 4th down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the point after is good.
14, Texas, 0. Texas.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner will be brought down. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Fights through the tackler. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Finding space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 40-yard line. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns. Here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the powerful Crimson offense is back out there, trying to build on this lead before halftime. They got off to a slow start, but they've gotten it going here in the second quarter. Fighting him off. The freshman is brought down after a really solid run there. And the Tigers will crank up the tempo.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback. He's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, just so many different combinations and ways to attack you.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking to throw. It's Klubnik. It's a quick grab.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator, quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
And now the handoff. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Of course, a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid game. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. That game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. But the fourth quarter really starts to wear you out.
The Tigers hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. So the offense clicking now, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field. It's Manning. Throws to the tight end. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete and brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
He's back to throw again on second down. And this pass is caught. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, on the completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to...
They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively. Short connection to the tight end here.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He bought some time, now lets it go. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short, your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
On first down, it's play action. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Pressure is coming. hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense stops him short of the markers, and now it's 4th down. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Works his way inside the 10. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they stop him? Past the 50. And the defender will step out of bounds after the pick to wrap up the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Longhorns offense takes the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. That's reeled in. It's Moore. Moves the ball out across the 30, and it's good for a 1st down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Catch made on the right side. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw yet again. And he lobs it deep down the middle. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. Here's the point after attempt. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Clemson offense is back out there. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaking free at the 35. It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Grab behind the line. It's Brown. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Running with purpose. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Klubnik. Running out of time in the pocket. Down he goes. A sack. The Tigers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Defense looking to keep the pressure on. Third down coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Receiver makes the catch.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
They've been great on fourth down so far today. 3 for 3. Can they stay perfect? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. On fourth down, a short toss to the running back. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He shreds the tackle. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that previous play. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Trying to extend the play. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Pulls it in. It's Moore. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And completion makes it second and short. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Quick throw over the middle. He pulls in the catch.
Boy, when you get a one-on-one opportunity, you got to cash in on it. This Texas receiver makes a great play to be able to come up with a big gain. This defense cannot just load up on the run game and the quarterback and leave these receivers one-on-one.
Looking to chuck it again. Running back grabs it on the screen. And they're finally able to stop him. A great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
That's a design quarterback keeper. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also...
And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And this one is right through.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the fourth.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And on the carry, he's heading left. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain. And the Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Has the first down and more. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
And everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to pass this time. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get.
He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Tigers. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
PAT up and good. So the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he fields it inside the 15. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? And this one goes nowhere. Why can he get back to the line of scrimmage?
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Got it.
Getting set. Here's second down.
Belly stunner. Easy.
Back to throw. It's Ewers. Receiver makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on first down. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
They'll try to run it with the option. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Clemson. This offense really...